Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on Roy Hibbert.
Guys, forget about the offense. Let's talk about his defense because he's such an intelligent defender, always communicating, providing help. You know, I'm sure for any of his teammates, it's got to be very comforting to know that he's got your back out there.
And also, Steve, we know he's not their main guy going into a typical game, but there are days when he's going to be called upon to step up, and it's a situation he relishes.
Nerlens Noel, 6'11", out of Kentucky, big wingspan, about 7'4". So he's a player who has a chance to be an incredible shot blocker. Of course, following in the footsteps of Anthony Davis at Kentucky.
Pacers on defense. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
And thank you for that, Doris. And back to Noel, still very slender. The question for him has been, does he have the strength to play?
Not right now. He's got to get stronger. He first got to recover from that ACL tear that he suffered. But if, in fact, he can get stronger, I love his motor, and I like his potential to become better as an offensive player.
There's a lot to withstand inside in the NBA.
No question about it.
The first free throw is good.
When Hibbert came into the league, guys, everybody assumed he'd be a project, and that's been accurate. But projects can pay off, and to have a player with his size and work ethic and skill is a huge payday for the Pacers.
And Hibbert hits them both. And going back to Hibbert, and Clark, you mentioned this, looked at as a project when he came in, taken with the 17th pick, Steve, back in 08 in a draft that you were involved with Phoenix.
Well, we took Robin Lopez at 14 because he just had much better mobility athletically. We were shocked that Hibbert could eventually develop the kind of speed and lateral quickness that he's done. So pretty impressive that he's put all this work in and defied his critics.
Here is Hill. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Hill passes to West. Outside Hill. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Rebounded by Noel.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Hunter Williams dishes to Noel. It's stolen by Hill. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Carter Williams kicks to Turner, and the shot is good.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. West passes to Granger. Shoots in deep, and the shot is good. Now Carter Williams. There's the dish to Turner. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You can see that their game plan is to work it inside, and that's been very successful so far.
And they've made the most of their opportunities inside.
And that's something that they shouldn't get away from, Kevin. When you're having success inside, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
Here's Granger, the 15-footer, good. Granger's got his second basket.
And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Young sets a screen for Carter Williams, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Pacers trail by 5. And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely. And it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Now here is Hill. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. West outside. Back to Granger. Shot clock at 6. Outside Hill. Off target with his 3.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Feeds it to George. West kicks to Hill. The shot's good on the assist by West.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Richardson off a pick from Noel. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Noel. Pacers trail by 4. Dishes to West. 11 feet away, and that one's good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Carter Williams dishes to Turner. He feeds it to Carter Williams. Young, a screen on Hill. Carter Williams, the pass to Young, and that one's good.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Hill with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Hill kicks it to West. Here's Granger, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already.
The 76ers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Here's Carter Williams. Another shot. The shot is off. Great D that time from Hibbert.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Now here's Granger. 6 points for him. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. George against Turner. Kicks to Carter Williams. Pass to Hawes. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. West a screen on Turner. Granger dishes to Hibbert. Outside, George. Passes it to Granger. Back to George. 6 to shoot. And it's all evened up.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Indiana making some changes. Scola comes in for Roy Hibbert. Lance Stevenson subbed in for West. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Turner. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
First one falls for him. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
You know, in order to win your division, you have to be able to win games against the rest of your conference, and that's exactly what Indiana did last season. A tough team and a tough division, and they gave no ground to other teams in the East.
Now here's Granger. He's got 6. He kicks it to Scola. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shot, high post. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Carter Williams with it. Scola covering. And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Moultrie's checked in for Young. Royce White comes in for Turner. And it's Anderson in for Richardson. And the Pacers, as you mentioned, Clark, very solid against the other teams in the East as they would cruise to a 31-20 record against the rest of the conference.
And really, that's because this team is built to handle anything that's thrown at them. Given it's a big, strong, kind of old-school team. They'll pound you inside. They rebound. They protect the paint. They're on a lot of matchups that seem to bother this team.
Here is Anderson after Luis Scola's score. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Indiana trailing here. Here's Hill. Outside, George, and there's the feed to Granger. It's hauled in by Moultrie. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. White against Hill. And here is Carter Williams. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Anderson. Excellent D there from George. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Hill passes to Stevenson. Back to Scola. The fader. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Scola's got his second bucket.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominated.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense. Just keep firing.
Now here's Carter Williams. Wide open look. Anderson can't get it to go.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Here's Scola. And the layup's good off the glass. Scola's got 6.
That was the 3rd straight high-percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Chris Copeland's checked in for Indiana. Watson comes in for George Hill. Watson with it. Watson gets a screen from Scola. Now Watson. That's good. And the Pacers lead by 2. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
Anderson outside. 1:49 left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Carter Williams kicks to Anderson. Charity strike shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Anderson's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Here is Watson. He's covered by Carter Williams. And the pass to Stevenson. In low to Scola. Stolen. Now here's Carter Williams. Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. Pass to Moultrie. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Anderson dishes to Hawes. And he gets it to go.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Watson, the pass to Stevenson. He dishes it to Watson. Stola kicks to Watson. Granger outside. No good on the 3.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Noel's checked in for Philadelphia. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Copeland dishes to Watson. And he makes good on the layup.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here comes Michael Carter Williams. The dish to Anderson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Anderson's got 5 points so far. So it's the Pacers now. It's a 3-point game. Watson, the pass to Scola. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. 8 points for Luis Scola. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Down low, West and Hibbert. And Stevenson is out there with Watson. And it's Copeland in at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, a bold draft day trade for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trading away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday for the rights to 6th pick overall Nerlens Noel and a first-round pick in the loaded class of 2014. And for the new front office in Philly, it's a clear direction. Go young and build from the ground up. The Sixers' record will likely take a step back this season, but the experts all love the initiative with this move. Not content to be an average team, guys. They're looking to shake things up.
Doris, a lot of promise on this team. We'll see how they develop. And it's blocked by Hibbert. Now, here's Stevenson. He's covered closely. Watson kicks to Copeland. Feeds it to West. Dishes it to Watson. 6 to shoot. Pass to West. Shoots it. And again, it's Indiana.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Hansen gets the screen from Noel. Kicks it to Turner. He feeds it to Noel. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul. Some changes for Indiana. Paul George, he's checked in for Chris Copeland. And George Hills subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Tries to save it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
What was supposed to be a fresh start for Jason Richardson last year never really came to fruition, guys. I mean, not very far into the year, he had a bad injury to his left knee and had to close things down for the season.
Now, here is Hill. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here is Watson. He's covered by Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. Now it's a 6-point Indiana lead. And for Richardson, surgery last season to repair a cartilage tear in his left knee when he played for Philadelphia.
Well, in his prime, he was one of the most explosive leapers in the NBA. Former dunk contest champion. He began to lean on his three-point shooting as his career went on. Been a very productive player over the years.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And George, here we go. Good. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Richardson, good.
Good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
Hill kicks to Watson. Pass to George. Here's Hibbert, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Turner dishes to Richardson. And he gets the bucket. Richardson's got 6 in the quarter.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Here is Watson, defended by Anderson. And here's Watson, and here's Hill for 3. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists. Watson's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 7. Anderson right side. Good on the shot. Anderson's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Now here's Hibbert. It's tipped. Young with the steal. To the middle. Here's Anderson. Sinks that one on the post. 9 points in the game so far.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Here is Watson. Richardson cover. Offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pacers.
Well, I really like what they're doing here in the opening half, down on the block. Very productive inside.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Free throw, good. Hibbert.
After signing the big contract, a lot was expected from Roy Hibbert last season, and he put a little pressure on himself, but he also had a wrist injury, got off to a slow start, and didn't find his groove until the calendar turned to 2013.
And the 76ers making a change here. Hawes is checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And for Hibbert, first-time All-Star in 2012. His slow start cost him a shot, I think, to repeat as an All-Star last season. That was after he signed the big contract, too, with the Pacers.
Yeah, but he sure recovered well because in the second half of the season and the playoffs, he was one of the best players in the NBA. In fact, he gave Miami all kinds of troubles in the East Conference Finals.
Here's Hill after the made shot from Richardson. And George, here we go. And it's Hibbert missing.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Here is Hawes. He kicks to Turner. And there's the feed to Richardson. Young sets a screen for Richardson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's been a good one for Jason Richardson. He has 8 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
Yeah, he's really been mixing it up in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, if the Pacers wanted to grab the attention of the league with their postseason play, they certainly did that. They marched through the first 2 rounds by knocking off the Hawks and the Knicks. And, boy, remember, they were a game away from the NBA Finals.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Indiana. Second free throw, no good. Ultimately, the Pacers would fall to the Heat, but they put them to the test. I don't think there's any doubt about that. They gained respect league-wide even more than they had going into the playoffs. It took 7 games, Clark, and you saw them all, which a lot of folks didn't see coming.
I know that's the case, and yet the way the Pacers showed such grit in that series, it indicates they can compete with anybody in it. You have a defensive anchor like they do in Roy Hibbert, they've got a chance to be a championship team before long.
76ers have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded by Hill. Carter Williams, the pass to Hawes. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Turner. He's guarded closely.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Here's Hill. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Hill's got 5 points now in the quarter. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Carter Williams. Here's Young. And the layup is good. Young's got 8 points.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
And the Pacers call time here. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high-percentage looks right at the 10. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here is Watson after the made shot from Hawes. Watson's shot is good. And Philadelphia has possession. Carter Williams with it. Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. The pass to Richardson from past the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here is Watson. 6 points for him. It's Hill on the wing. Pass to George. The 19-foot shot. Rebound by the 76ers. Hawes got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wide, a screen on George. Carter Williams kicks to Turner. He dishes it to Hawes. Again, Philadelphia.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Now Hill, 8 points for him. There's the dish to Scola. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Richardson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And you know, you talk about Frank Vogel, guys, and the Pacers. It seemed he won over his roster from the moment he took over. He placed a lot of confidence and trust in his players, and most importantly, brought a breath of positivity and positive energy to that locker room and to that team.
The drive by Hill. Indiana moving the ball around. Granger from the high post. He drills it. Granger's got 8 points. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Oh, boy, this is something you hate to see, Clark.
You know, it sure is. Injuries, though, are really an unfortunate part of the game, inevitable at times. Hopefully, it's nothing serious.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Arnett Moultrie comes in for Spencer Hawes. Dennis Anderson in for Jason Richardson. Chris Copeland's checked in for the Pacers. Lance Stevenson comes in for C.J. Watson. Granger against Turner. Feeds it to Anderson. Dishes it to Carter Williams. Moultrie setting the pick for Carter Williams. Back to Anderson. Fires the 3. And that's collected by Copeland. And back to Vogel. He really helped instill the identity of this Pacers team of toughness and defense. And, Steve, that willingness to battle.
Yeah, it's a perfect fit with their personnel. The way he motivates this team to defend and play with that edge. I just love this group, the Pacers team, the talent, along with Frank Vogel. Just a really nice fit.
You look at what Hill has done so far. He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
It's his first trip to the line. That one drops. He ties it up.
It was certainly a slow start to the season for the Pacers. Their veteran and leading scorer, Danny Granger, was on the shelf with a knee injury, but somehow this team found its identity around defense and the emergence of some younger players that may serve them well going forward. You get Danny Granger back with the young, emerging talent. This team should contend for a while.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Granger was able to come back for them for a stretch during the regular season, but eventually had to once again miss the rest of the games. But the team had grown to where, you know, that probably didn't derail them, as it might have, Steve, in the paint.
Well, the big thing with the Pacers, Kevin, is that they have a lot of depth now across the roster. And with the emergence of Paul George, who kind of took Granger's spot, they were able to move on pretty well without him.
Now, here's Stevenson. Following the miss by Arnett Moultrie. Granger from outside. Second shot opportunity. And White with the block. Good. There's a minute left now here in the second. The 76ers trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And it's Turner off the drive. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Hill dishes to Scola. It's back to Hill. Hill gets a screen from Scola. Hill kicks to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Granger. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's a 6-point Indiana lead.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Carter Williams, the pass to Turner. Moultrie setting the pick for Turner. The kick out to Anderson. The 76ers with another miss.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
The drive by Hill. Great D that time from White.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
That'll do it for the first half. Indiana out in front as they end the period on a 9-0 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, David, a great first half that demonstrates a lot.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. And come the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Take a look at what Granger's done. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. Carter Williams is out there with Anderson. And it's Noel in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Carter Williams after David West's bucket. Carter Williams dishes to Noel. Shot is blocked. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And here's Anderson from the arc. That is good. Anderson's got 12.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an update on Jason Richardson's injury. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. A return tonight is out of the question, and he'll probably need a fair amount of time beyond that.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
Yeah, but it's part of the game, Kevin. Almost everybody goes through it eventually as a player, so you just have to deal with it the best you can.
Unfortunately, it is that, Steve, and it's painful to watch your teammates out there because you're helpless in that situation.
Now, here is Hill. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot, and that one's good.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
The 76ers trail by 9.
Well, George Hill, one of those unique stories, playing with his hometown Indiana Pacers. He's a native of Indianapolis and Broad Ripple High School. Was drafted by the Spurs, played in their system for 3 years out in San Antonio, and was acquired by the Pacers in a draft day trade back in 2011, and it's worked out well for both teams.
Now, here is George after the miss from Noel. And George, here we go. Kicks it out to Granger. Just 3 to shoot. They get it again. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
What a stellar outing in this one for West. He's got 10 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
Well, he's going to have to continue to play this way, Clark, because this offense thrives on his passing ability, and they've got it going right now.
That free throw good from West. And prior to last season, the Pacers signing George Hill to a 5-year, $40 million extension.
He's a good player, a really good combo guard, can shoot it well from distance, can run a team. Maybe not a traditional point guard, but somebody who can help you win. I think it was a good move for the Pacers.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Hey, you gotta love the season from David West last year, coming off the ACL tear back in 2011. I think he's completely back as far as that injury is concerned. He was so good last year, particularly in the playoffs.
Now here's Turner. That's good. Turner's got 9. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the Pacers call time here. And David West, Clark, the locker room leader for the Pacers last season, helped lead them all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, and a guy I know that you greatly admire.
Oh, my goodness. Love the way he does his work. I call him Real Deal 21. There's nothing fluffy about what he gets done, and he's so smart and so savvy in how he approaches the game, and really a lion in the locker room for the Pacers. That's why that team was so tough in many ways, particularly defensively.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. George with the ball. Now guarded by Anderson. And he gets the bucket. 13 points for David West.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. They need to get the ball into the post. He made that abundantly clear. Their entry passes haven't nearly been sharp enough for him. He added one more thing as well, which was that he wants them driving the lane and taking the ball strong to the hoop at every opportunity. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Nerlens Noel, one of those players that has become so valuable in the NBA. A mobile defender who can get out to the perimeter, guard smaller players, but still with the ability to block shots in the paint.
And for Noel, his offensive game is a bit of a work in progress. But I know, Clark, you love his motor.
I certainly do. You know, at Kentucky, they started tracking players' heart rates during practices to measure effort. And they never had to call out Noel in that regard. He's all effort all the time.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
5 on the clock. Here's George. No luck. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
But the margin of error is history.
Well, yeah, there's not much margin at all, Clark. I mean, they can't afford to waste any more possessions.
Outside Hill. He lobs it up, and it's George finishing it off.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Here's Noel. Paul George making his last shot. Stolen by George. Outside Hill. Outside, George. Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by Young. Young's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young left side. They need this one. Fires from deep. The shot by Turner, no good. Indiana leading by 14. And George, here we go. Pass to West. Shot is blocked. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And the nation of intimidation right in front of us here, guys, on this overlay. Let's take a moment here for the career leaders in blocks per game. Some giants of the NBA.
Well, that's what you'd expect, right? Mark Eaton, 7'4", Manute Bol, 7'7". I mean, those are specialists right there. And then you have more all-around big guys like Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson. And I'll tell you what, if you're averaging around 3 blocks a game, well, that's top tier.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
The Pacers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Hill kicks to Hibbert. He feeds it to George. Ranger against Young. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Kicks it to Turner. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Turner's got 11 points.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
George. Outside Hill. And the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 12. Anderson gets the screen from Hawes. Anderson passes to Carter Williams. Young, a screen on Hill. Young sets a screen for Carter Williams. Anderson dishes to Hawes. Good. He's got 10.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Pacers leading by 10. outside Hill. Here's West. A terrific shot on the turnaround. West has got 15.
Had so much space there. The defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
And the 76ers call time here.
Well, I tell you what, the Pacers did a lot of good things last year. Defended well, protected the rim and their home court. Really, the one area for improvement is probably the road record. They could get better in that area.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now, here is Young. He's got 8. And Anderson kicks to Turner. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, Clark, as you said, the Pacers didn't play as well as they had hoped to on the road for a team that won the division. They were 19-21 away from Indianapolis, and Steve, not the kind of record they wanted to end with.
No, but if you're around 500 then you can control your home court, you're going to have a good season. And that's exactly what Indiana did. They ended up with the 3rd seed in the East, and all in all, a terrific year.
Checking out the game Evan Turner is having. He has 12 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Both free throws good from Turner. Pacers leading by 10. Outside, George. Right side, George. Watson kicks to Hill. Again, missing Hill.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Now here's Turner. 13 points in the game. Elbow shot is on the way. And he gets it to go. Turner's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. And it's Granger penetrating. Watson, the pass to George. The feed now to Scola. Turner against George. 5 to shoot. Pick off in midair. Turner fires. Again, Philadelphia.
Man, he is in their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Indiana leading by 6. And here's Watson. He's got 6. And George, here we go. And here's Hill for 3. Again, missing Hill.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
Now here's Carter Williams. Young inside. Granger covering. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's just a 4-point Pacer lead. Pacers have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Hill up top, defended by Anderson. And here's George for 3.
Well, he did have a 3-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Pause, dishes to Carter Williams. Looking for Young, he gets it there. 5 to shoot. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Carter Williams.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, and they're moving the ball right now. They look good.
And the Pacers call time here.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting a stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Chris Copeland comes in for George. Lance Stevenson subbed in for C.J. Watson. Now here's Stevenson. Out to the wing. Scola with it. He's against Moultrie. To stop the drought, Evan Turner grabs the board.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Well, I'm guessing we see him swipe a few passes today because that's what he does. He's so quick to jump into the passing lanes.
That's exactly right. And he's a deceptive defender as well. He lays back and then his hands are on the ball when the passer didn't even realize he was there.
That free throw good from Turner.
It seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
And it's tied up with that one.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Hill kicks to Scola. Pass to Copeland. And Moultrie picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Here's Copeland. Indiana again missing.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Moultrie, the pass to Carter Williams. Clock at 6. For the lead, and he hits the jump shot. 21 points for Evan Turner.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. And just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Hill dishes to Stevenson. .11 left in the third quarter of the game. That's blocked. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance there. I like what we're seeing.
Now here's White. Back to Anderson. To the paint. Here's Moultrie. And he banks in the layup. That's 11 unanswered points.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Here's Stevenson. Hill gets a screen from Scola, and it's blocked by Carter Williams.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Pacers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
Seems to have lost his touch this quarter, guys. 1 field goal in 5 attempts.
And Turner kicks to White. Back to Turner. And he gets it to go. Turner's got 23 points.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
And there it is again. Nice make there from Hill.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Three quarters of play in a close game here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. A gorgeous feed there.
The 76ers lead it. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers. At the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. Down low, Weston Hibbert. And it's Copeland in at the 3.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Both free throws good from Turner. Here's Hill. He kicks it to West. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists now in the game. The 76ers shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Now here's Turner. Moultrie inside. West is there, and the basket good.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Here's Hibbert. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Check out the game for Roy Hibbert. 9 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
Well, anytime they've needed him, he's come through defensively. He's made a major impact on this game.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Free throw, good. Hibbert. Paul George, he's checked in for Indiana. And Hibbert hits them both. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And Turner kicks to Young. White against George. They get a hand on it. And Young, here we go. 5 to shoot. West with the block. Now here's Stevenson. Turner covering. The pass to Hill. Stevenson dishes to George. Indiana moving the ball around. The score now all even. And that's now 19 points for David West.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 6 points for Michael Carter-Williams. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Hill kicks to Stevenson. White against George. Pass to Hibbert. Now here's Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. George passes to Hibbert. No good. Excellent D that time from Noel. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Shots good by Turner. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Stevenson dishes to West. Inside to Hibbert. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Free throw missing, and the 76ers making a change here. Roten's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half, and that can be self-destructive.
And he gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 6.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Hill kicks to Hibbert. And it's Hill penetrating. Here's Stevenson. The teardrop falls in.
That's such a feel shot, that floater over the top.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Hill up top, defended by Carter Williams. Stevenson setting the pick for Hibbert. The jump hook. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Hibbert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Carter Williams, the pass to Noel. Great tee that time from Hibbert.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
And it's George finishing it off.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Here's Roten. Paul George making his last shot. High, arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. That's now 8 points for Michael Carter Williams.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Here is Stevenson. Hill kicks to Stevenson. Here's West. Rebound by the 76ers. Turner dishes to Roten. And Turner kicks to Carter Williams. Feeds to Young. Pass to Turner. Leaps for it. Stolen by George. Hill against Turner. Stevenson passes to Hibbert. He dishes it to Stevenson. Hill against Turner. And here's George for 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 8th assist in the game.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Carter Williams dishes to Young. Turner fires. And right through it goes. Turner's got 29. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose. And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Paul George. That's his second.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
You know, something that stood out to me all game long has been the skill they've shown in the low post. I mean, it's special.
And they're getting so much penetration on the defense that they're getting a lot of easy buckets as a result of breaking down that defense.
He misses the free throw.
Well, usually you think of the Sixers as a team that likes to play deliberate and slow things up a bit, but boy, they struggled to score last year. A big part of the struggle was that they just didn't get to the free throw line very much.
And Indiana making a change here. Rangers checked in. Good on the second free throw. Well, Clark, as you said, with the 76ers, they made the fewest free throws in the entire league last season, mostly because they were second to last in attempts. Steve, part of that is pace, but a lot of it was not having, players attack the rim.
And more than anything, Kevin, it was just lack of talent. I mean, they didn't have enough guys with the ability and the physical skills and tools to get to the rim and attack defenses.
Here is Hawes. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket. And Noel kicks to Turner. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Turner's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Here's Hill. Now the dish to Hibbert. He He feeds it to West, and he gets the bucket. West has got 21.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
Now here's Carter Williams. Down low, here's Hawes. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here. Both teams now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
Here's George. Granger from outside. And that's collected by Noel. Noel's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Now here's Carter Williams. And it's Turner off the drive. And that misses. That would have put him up. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Dishes to Granger. West inside. And yes, sir, that one drops. West has got 15 points here in the second half.
How about the boost he's giving his team? He's 4 for 5 shooting here in the fourth quarter.
Kicks it to Hawes. And there's the feed to Noel. Noel gets the screen from Hawes. 5 to shoot. Noel with it. George picks him up. And the basket good. 33 points for Evan Turner. Here's Hill. Passes it to West. Hill kicks to Hibbert. It's back to Hill. There's the pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Granger. Another miss by Granger.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Shot's good from Hawes.
What a beautiful play inside, using that height advantage to just lay the ball up and in when they really needed a basket.
And the Pacers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Turner.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Arnett Moultries checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's West. He kicks to Hibbert. Back to West. Outside, George. And it's Granger penetrating. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Carter Williams with it. Pass to Young. Outside Turner. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hibbert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And George, here we go. West, blocked. Now Carter Williams. Feeds it to Young. Shoots from the block, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Indiana trailing here. George with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Oh, that certainly could be cautious. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're ahead by 2. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Here's Carter Williams. No problem on the jumper in close. And the 76ers lead by 4.
You know, pass passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assists. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Outside Hill. Pass to George. He dishes it to West. That's good. West has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
And Turner kicks to Moultrie. Turner passes to Young. He feeds it to Carter Williams. 6 to shoot. And Young, here we go.
As they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree. George dishes to Hibbert. It's good. This game is all even.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
Carter Williams kicks to Turner. Carter Williams sets a screen for Turner. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they got the clock stopped.
Free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. And Philadelphia making a change here. Second one is good. They both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Those free throws put them in an excellent position to win this game. Now it's in the hands of their defense.
Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Well, what do you think, Clark? You go for the 2 or the 3 here?
I don't think you choose one or the other ahead of time. I think you try to take what's available. You get the best shot as quickly as you can.
Carter Williams kicks to Turner. For the tie. Oh, we had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing